In today's video, we're checking out the Qilin'S Stride Lucky Box with, of course, the KRIG 6 Ancient Unicorn. It's quite a nice skin, and there's a couple of the Shiver skins that look kind of like the OG's Glacier skins. So yeah, if you do go into the video, make sure to, of course, like and subscribe. And if you do want my KRIG 6 loadout without the red dot, then make sure to, of course, stay tuned to the end for that. And let's get into the video. Today's shoutout goes to Neutral Gaming. They have 101 subscribers at the time of recording this video, and they do many multiplayer related content. So yeah, if you do go into any of their videos, then make sure to, of course, like the videos that you enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you do go on to enjoy the channel in general. Make sure to, of course, there'll be links down below in the description and up on the screen here. Make sure to go over, be supportive, be positive, leave any supportive comments on what they are doing correctly, and any supportive on any constructive comments on how they can improve their videos. Make sure to go over, be supportive, be positive, and let's get into the video. Okay, so we are in the training mode. As you can see, I have my the KRIG 6 equipped. Let's give it a quick inspect first of all. Oh yeah, it's quite a nice one. And maybe I would like to see the colours be a bit brighter, but it's got some nice colours on it. I think it's the red, green and gold combination. Of course, I think it's meant to be Chinese or something like that, I believe. It's kind of like a dragon. I believe it's Japanese, and don't take what I say as fact. I don't know too much about it, honestly. As you can see, it has the basic KRIG iron sights. One thing it does help with kind of is it has the blue, the actual center iron sight, center of the iron sight is blue, which really does help with the the accuracy, of course. So yeah, it makes it a lot easier to see. But overall, the KRIG iron sight is, of course, really bad. So that is a kind of negative points for the skin. So yeah, we're going to give it a 6.7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It's a nice skin, of course, let down by the sights and how vibrant. No, it's a 6.5. So it's let down by how vibrant the skin is as well, to be fair. So yeah, and then of course the KRIG 6. It's actually quite underrated, I would say. It's definitely one of the guns. It got a nerf and people stopped using it, but it still can be quite good and ranked. I would say definitely a top 10 weapon. Definitely not in the top 5 though. It did drop out of the top 5, but it's still very much worth a look if you do want a good close to medium range assault rifle. Of course, at the longer ranges it will struggle a bit, mainly because of the bullet speed. Although I have hit some nice laser beams with it as well. So yeah, definitely a very nice one, and the one I would recommend checking out. That's another thing that kind of holds it back is of course the bullet speed. That is the hip fast accuracy. In fact, let's go and have a look at it, shall we? Here's the hip fast accuracy. As you see, it's very spread out, so it's not the best, but that kind of does help. It just means you have to be slightly less accurate, but also it does mean it's slightly harder to hit the short shots as well. Here is the recoil. And that's another problem with the gun. The recoil's not too bad. It's mainly the aim shake as well. That's another thing. So yeah, the aim shake coupled with a trash iron sight makes it quite a difficult gun to use without a red dot. So yeah, definitely one that's in need of a red dot. I actually decided to use it without a red dot, and I did get some decent gameplays. So it's definitely not compulsory to use a red dot, but it was helps quite a lot. So yeah. Overall it was a fun gun to use. It was a fun gun to use, quite aggressive as well, because I think the mobility and the damage are high enough where you can play aggressive if you have good aim. Of course, it used to compete with the Kilo, but it's just not quite there anymore, unfortunately. And especially with the fact you have to sacrifice one attachment for the iron, for red dot most of the time, it's quite annoying. So yeah, now in terms of damages, this is 30. Oh, hang on. 36 and 45. So you have to get 2 off body shots with 1 headshot to make it a guaranteed 3 shot, which actually isn't too difficult to do, at least at close range. But let's see how far this goes out, shall we? Okay, so also already drops off pretty significantly. It's a guaranteed 4th shot, but of course it is not quite as consistently a 3 shots. So yeah, definitely more of a close to medium range gun. Didn't have the good enough damage drop off to. Okay, so wait, hang on. It goes on to 21, so it's a guaranteed 5 shot. It can somewhat be at range, but definitely more of a close to medium range gun, a bit more of an aggressive AR, as it was back when in its prime, of course. Of course, if you do have the Mythic, I would highly recommend sticking with that one, as of course the iron sight is a lot better on the Mythic. Yeah, overall, the KRIG is 7.5. I would say it's underrated, and just one that you don't see too much often after everyone's said, oh, it's nerfed, it's been nerfed, it's not very good anymore. But I would still say it's a gun that I'd recommend checking out if you want a slightly more underrated gun that still feels quite good, in my opinion. So yeah, and like I said, the only downside is, of course, the iron sight. And of course the lackluster damage at range. I do kind of like to have slightly more versatile weapons, but yeah, definitely a fun gun to use. So yeah, like I said, overall in the lucky box is probably a 7 out of 10, and the KRIG 6 is in terms of gun is about 7.5 out of 10. So yeah. Definitely a lucky box to check out if you do want a decent KRIG skin. Unfortunately, of course, like I said, no custom iron sight, and as you can see as well, to be fair, no custom iron sight. But definitely still want to check out if you do want a decent KRIG 6 skin. And the KRIG 6 is an underrated gun. If you do want a slightly more aggressive assault rifle, then I would say check it out. But if you don't, then it's not really one that I would recommend checking out. So yeah, now of course let's get into the ranked gameplay. Like I said, I have a bit of fun with this on ranked, so yeah.
SS1 Goliath incoming. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. We lost the lead. Hardpoint is ours. SS1 Goliath has been destroyed. Hostiles have the heart. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours.
Reloading! Cover me!
Hardpoint is yours. It's too... The enemy is jet. Contested. Hostiles have enemy UAV spotted. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Ready to jam enemy.
Okay, so here is my KRIG 6 loadout. I can see it's increased ability and control. Yeah, so yeah, and the only downside is accuracy, but as you'll see if I put up the general stats, it's actually only the hit fire bullets for accuracy. That changes. There's actually that actually decreased. So yeah, it's only that the actual I think the ADS bullets for that it's not increased. Apparently not. There's no increase in ADS bullets for accuracy, but so the only downside to that is the hip fast for accuracy, which of course isn't too useful on the KRIG 6 because it's more of a medium range gun. But yeah, my ability is always useful on an assault rifle. That's been upgrading up my control just so we can take slightly more long range fights. Another thing with this one is, as you can see, there is no red dot, so I did use the base KRIG iron sights, which are definitely not very good. They are playable, but they're not the best. So I would say just you have to sacrifice a bit of mobility and take out the Russell grip tape to swap in for a red dot. But that's the only thing. That's the other change I'd make. So yeah, we have the incisor for the science ability and -10 vertical recoil. We have the 5.3% extended barrel for the +50 bullet speed. We have the agile stock for the -30% sprint to fire delay and +20% ADS movement speed. We have the extended mag A for the +10 mag capacity. And finally we have the Russell grip tape for the -20% ADS time.